What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to talk about Bath & Body Works' SAS. So if you did not know, every year, twice a year, Bath & Body Works does a semi-annual sale where they drop the prices pretty significantly on pretty much all of their seasonal items, some of their items that they're discontinuing because they're repackaging or because the scents weren't as popular this season around. And then they also will bring back old products that people miss so that they can get them on a discounted price. Now, I have been pretty much avidly shopping at Bath & Body Works for, I want to say, about 2 years now. Again, I did, of course, like I think every other girl in high school, I shopped at them during high school, took a break, and now I am back. And yeah, I've just learned a lot about myself, and I'm trying to do a lot better, as I talk to you guys about pretty much in every video at this point, when it comes to my purchasing and my financial habits. And so with all of that in regard, I want to kind of bring that perspective right now for Bath & Body Works SAS, similar to what I did last year, but it's going to be even more severe. So in case you were interested, let's just dive on in. Now, if you're wondering, I didn't really film this look. This look is not really anything new. I think I've pretty much done this look before on my channel, but I am just using some older products that I just wanted to play around with. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're interested in seeing a tutorial, just let me know, and I could probably sit down and film that, no problem, soon. But I did, of course, like everybody, get my SAS voucher and coupon, and it actually starts today. It actually started today, and I didn't go. And there's a lot of reasons for that, and as I keep kind of hinting to, we will get to those eventually. But for now, just know that I really have been able to curb my Bath & Body Works spending, and that has been really catty corner with my conscious effort to put myself on a beauty budget, which I've really been doing fantastic in this last couple of months, and I'm so happy with myself. I know it doesn't seem like a lot for most people, but for me it's a huge change, and I'm so happy in myself for that. But one thing that I always like to see from YouTubers is they always kind of talk about what their game plan is going into SAS. And a lot of people try to budget, you know, say I'm going to spend X amount of dollars. I've done that in the past. It didn't work out. I said I was only going to spend X amount, and I definitely went over because I was searching for some favorites, and I also found some gems that I was not expecting. So this year I thought I would do a kind of two-folded attack when it comes to my purchasing on SAS. One, I'm not gonna bug out about getting those like really precious things, to be quite honest, because I have a lot of those precious things already still from previous SAS sales. So I don't need anything, but there are a handful of items that I do purchase from Bath & Body Works that I would like to restock upon. I don't want to have a huge supply, but I would like to have a couple of backups here and there. So I went ahead and took the time to count up all of my respective products that I kind of tend to go to Bath & Body Works for, and to see like how much I have in those particular categories. So we're going to go down that list, and then I will kind of talk about my potential game plan. Honestly, I'm probably not going to go in store. I just don't have it in me right now. I just don't have it in me. So it's probably going to be an online order, and that's going to be it. But like I said, we will get into that towards the end of this video. So one of the first things that I tend to pick up from Bath & Body Works is soap. I do prefer their gel soap, but it seems like lately a lot of my favorite scents, they no longer release in the gel soap formulation. So I have been doing the, what's the formula? This formula. I have been doing the gentle foaming hand soap formula. I have quite a few, and when I counted out how many I have that are not currently in use, I have 15. I tend to go through a thing of hand soap about once a month, maybe about a month and a half, and I only put them in one restroom, which means I have about 15 months worth of soap, which is equating to a year and some change. So I'm not going to be buying any hand soaps. I love the hand soaps that I have. Yes, there are preferred scents that I would love to kind of hoard a little bit longer, but it is what it is. I bought it to use it, so I will be using it. So no hand soaps will be purchased by me this year at SAS. Next, I have lotions. Now, I tend to get the body creams. I feel like the lotions, just the texture for me is just not it. It doesn't feel like it really absorbs into my skin. So I tend to get the body creams. And counting outside of the body creams that I have currently in use, which I typically have about 2. If you're wondering, I do have a project pan where that is really highlighted, and I can have that link down below for you. But anyways, for my lotions, I have 18 lotions that are not currently in use. Body creams. I keep saying lotion, it is body creams. So if I'm using, I typically will get through a body cream about one body cream a month. The night creams, I'm finding it takes me about 2 to 3 months. So at minimum, I have at least 12 months worth of creams. That's a year. I don't need any more lotions. I love the creams. I really, really do. There are definitely scents that I would love to bring back and just enjoy and but I don't need any more. I need to get through what I've already picked up. And I've definitely curated all of these collections. If you did not see them, I have done declutters pretty much on all of these collections, and they're now down to things that I actually really enjoy. I'm really excited to use. So in these collections, I just don't need any more. Car plugs. So car plugs are something that is a relatively new kind of acquisition for me. I had a car plug, but I never really used it, or I would buy the disposable ones, but I just kind of like the vibes of the Bath and Body Works ones. Anyways, I have no backups. I'm currently down to the brim on the one that I currently have. So that is definitely something that I need to pick up, like 110%. I would probably do about 5. I feel comfortable keeping about 5, 1 in use and 4 backup in my car. That is something that I keep in my car. So if I see a scent that I really, really enjoy and they have a surplus and it's for a really good price, I wouldn't mind having, a splurged amount in my car, because it's not something that I actively remember to pick up from them very often. I usually only pick them up during these sales, period. And since the sales are 6 months apart, there is definitely some time where I could pick up a nice little stash and then go through it in the next 6 months and then, get a new stash for the next 6 months. Another kind of similar product that I don't really tend to hoard are air fresheners. I believe now 2 SASs ago, I picked up a slew of these, a whole lot. It had to have been 2 years, two SASs ago. No, because that would have been the last summer. It might have been 3, honestly, because it was definitely a winter one. And I vaguely remember saying I don't need any more for at least a year. And it's easily been over a year, and I am now down to 3. I'm at the very bottom pretty much of the one that is currently in my restroom, so I'll pretty much have 2 backups at that point. This is another thing. I don't mind splurging, getting a bunch. I have a little bag that I keep them in. It's not really holding up a lot of space. They can sit there, and then I slowly just pick out the one that I want, put it in the restroom, and then it's good to go. I do, like I said, only keep the air fresheners in the restroom. I like to light up other spaces with candles, so that is definitely something else that I keep into consideration. And I definitely think if you are somebody who likes air fresheners and you use them in more spots and bigger locations, that is definitely something for you to keep in mind, how much of a backup you need and necessarily don't need. But for me, for the small restroom that I have, I really don't need a whole big collection, but I don't mind splurging and kind of keeping a nice stock when, it is for an affordable price. Then we have body sprays. Now this is definitely a collection that I'm so happy that I whittled down, and honestly I have been considering potentially just giving them all away for free because I really don't actively use them. But to date, right now, I have 22 body sprays. I don't intend to pick up any other body sprays, period, the end. I've talked about that, especially at the end of my body spray and perfume video. I just don't need any more. I have so much and I enjoy so many that I have. I want to get that use out of them. So that will not be a collection that I pick up for a very, very long time. It's just, I just don't need to pick it up. Sanitizers. They're the little pocket-sized hand sanitizers. I keep these pretty much in and on every purse that I have, on my lunchbox, everywhere. And so having a nice surplus of these is actually useful for me because then I don't have to think about picking them up. I can just pop one out, pop one in, and go about my business. So I have about 20 or so of these, and I think that's a very comfortable amount for me right now. Probably what I will do is not pick any of these up again this season, and then the next SAS will probably significantly lower amount of reserves if I have any left, and then I will go ahead and pick some up. Another category that honestly I'm getting quite low on, but I'm not mad at that level of like less stock, if you will, is body scrubs. I have 4 body scrubs left that are not currently in use, and for me right now, depending on the size and honestly the scent, I'm going through a body scrubs about once a month. So that's about 4 months, give or take. Sometimes I can extend it. It just truly just depends. And what I will say is I think I'm good. I don't think I'm going to pick up any more body scrubs. I know that they can be really, really nice discounts on some scents, especially since that they're kind of doing away with, but I'm going to be good and not pick up any body scrub. And then the last category that I actually took the time to calculate is body moisturizers, so the soaps that you use when you're actually in the shower, and I have 23 of those. I do not need any at all. I get through a body moisturizer, especially Bath and Body Works size, about once a month because they're relatively a smaller size, and yeah, I just don't need any more. I don't. That's easily months and years of soaps. I'm good. Now, if you did not notice, I did not even talk about candles. If we're being honest, I was able to finally get down to, I want to say, 1 double stack of candles that I had picked up previously during Candle Day from Bath and Body Works. And although I know some people pick up their candles during SAS, that's just not something that I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wait for the next Candle Day. I don't mind waiting. I slowed down significantly in burning candles during the summer just because it's already hot. I don't really need that type of environment, you know, the aesthetic, the temperature, all of that. Whereas during the winter, fall, I feel like it helps to bring more cozy vibes to the atmosphere, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna even look at the candles. And now that we're kind of done with my list, what is it that I actually need this year for Bath and Body Works SAS? Well, I definitely need, like I said, air fresheners. I definitely need car plugs. And that's really it. I think those are really the only 2 categories that I'm going to look for and pick up from, which is another reason why I'm like, I don't need to go in store, because going in store is really, I think, a smart decision if you really need to stock up, get a lot of stock of a lot of different things. But if you are comfortable with just getting 1 or 2 things, it really is just easier to do on store. You don't have to deal with the lines, the headache, all of that. You just don't have to deal with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really crazy kind of to think about me years ago, right? Where I was just getting back into Bath and Body Works, buying, you know, whole collections, whole seasons, whole lines, and just so excited, and then not getting through those products in a timely fashion, just getting them to review, which I definitely appreciate. I know I appreciate when other YouTubers do that, and I'm sure you guys appreciated when I was doing that, but it's just not financially responsible for me right now, and it's not feasible. It's not feasible. Right now, I need to be smarter with my money. I need to really count all my pennies, all of that. And so, yeah, I think those are the only two categories. If anything, I might throw in a body scrub because I do plan to buy online. I think their minimum is still a minimum during SAS, so I will need to reach that. I do have a coupon, so I will be kind of taking all of those things into consideration, but I really don't want to buy any kind of huge things. I won't be buying any candle holders, anything like that. No, no, no. We're just going to stick with the minimum categories, and hopefully that's good enough for me. So yeah, this was a really hopefully quick video. Who knows, I was rambling, so probably not, but I just kind of wanted to get on here and just talk about my plan of action. And as for the financial component, like how much I'm willing to spend, I'm pretty much going to give myself my whole beauty budget for the month of June for this order. Now, I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near that beauty budget, but that's my limit, right? I'm not allowed to go over, is it 100? It's 100. I'm not allowed to go over $100 for this order, which if you are a Bath and Body Works girly, you know that is an easy number to hit if you're buying certain things. But because I'm buying relatively affordable, very discounted items, I think this will be an easy and quick short order. And yeah, I'll be excited to show you guys my order once it does arrive. And I think that's it. I don't think I have any other things to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely comment down below if you are interested in buying from Bath and Body Works, if you're an avid shopper, if you're going to be shopping from the semi-annual sale. I would love to hear what your favorite scents were for this year. If you have any old scents that you wish they brought back, if you are interested in knowing all of the scents that they bring back and all of the scents that will be available, I will have Life Inside the Page's website linked down below. It's her blog. She's very, very in tune to this, and I really like it. Also, I will have Queen of the Geeks down below, her YouTube channel. She does pretty much exclusively Bath and Body Works, a splash of other kind of beauty brands as well. So I will have both of them linked down below. They're very much very expert when it comes to this category. And with that said, I hope to see you guys soon. Bye guys.